Welcome. Has anyone ever heard of equine massage? Does anyone know the benefits of equine massage? Actually, there are very many benefits to massaging a horse, just like the benefits to massaging a person. When you massage a horse, just like massaging a person, it gets the blood flowing through the muscles. So, in the same retrospect, it would also do the same for the horse. When you're massaging a horse and it gets the blood flowing, there's many benefits for this. For their emotional state, it will make them more relaxed and happy. It'll also help with a lot of their systems, such as their respiratory, their lymphatic, their endocrine, their skeletal, and many other systems. Even their cardiovascular system will help improve. There are other times you will not want to massage a horse, and that is when the horse is pregnant, in shock, is in an emergency, such as if they have cuts on them, if they have cancer. And the reason why these are, if the horse has cancer, if you're massaging a horse, sometimes they say that if you massage a horse, if it has cancer, it can actually spread the cancer. When you massage you should never massage a pregnant horse, because a pregnant horse is their hormones are supposed to be out of balance, and if you massage a horse and put their hormones back in balance, that can be very dangerous for the horse and the foal, because that can actually induce labor. As for the stroke and any injuries, if you massage the horse, if they have an injury, such as a cut or a gash in like an emergency situation, like I told you, it will get the blood flowing and it will just go straight through the cut, and that is not good. If they have a previous injury, you want to make sure with a vet if you're able to massage the horse, because it could actually be quite painful if you try to massage them, and you do not want that. An equine massage generally takes about half an hour on each side, and there are about 35 massage techniques for the whole entire horse. I will only be showing you basic ones, which involve around the head, and one that is for the serratus thoracic muscle, which is right by the withers. Also, you want to be careful where you stand when you're massaging. For the head, the first massage that I show for the head, you will want to be having your hip right here, right in line with the horse's shoulder. That way you can work with the head. But when you go back towards the withers for the serratus thoracic muscle, you're going to want to be facing the opposite side with your hip towards this side. That way, in case, if you're this way, if a horse kicks, your knee will buckle. But if you're facing this way and the horse kicks, when you're trying to work on the head, the horse could kick your kneecap and break your leg, and you do not want that. So, and when you're facing this way, you're going to want to have your knee bent a little bit just in case, so you'll have both hands on the horse. In case they try to do anything, you'll want to make sure you can push away from them for safety hazards. To begin, we're going to put one hand on this side of the face, and then we're going to put right here. You're going to put your finger here, and you'll see there's a spot here, and this spot is where the most heat or pressure is, and you're going to put that right here in between the horse's head. And you're just going to let this sit here, and this is called the yin tang, and it's going to sit there and warm up, and he's a little resistant, but you're going to let this sit here and warm up for about 30 seconds or so, just to warm up, and then after that, you're going to start doing small counterclockwise circles. And make sure you do it counterclockwise, because that acts as a sedation. And if you do it clockwise, that'll actually get the horse excited. And you don't want that, unless you're if you want them excited, such as going into barrels or anything like that with contesting. And you see the counterclockwise circles, and he's starting to relax. And then from here, you're going to work your way up towards the temporal muscle. And the temporal muscle is located around the ear. So you're going to make your way up here, and you're still going to continue to do your counterclockwise circles around the ear. Good boy. And then after that, doing counterclockwise circles, you're going to go down to the masseter muscle. And the masseter muscle is located right on the cheek. And you're just going to, again, where your thumb is, or your middle finger is, at that point, you're going to place it on top of this muscle and let it sit there to warm up. And this will generally take about 15 to 30 seconds, just to make sure the cheek warms up. That way, when you start to compress the muscle, it doesn't hurt them. It just relaxes the muscle. Now, when you compress, you want to use your whole body. You don't want to just use your arm, because your arm will basically get tired out by the end of the massage. So what you'll do, you'll place your hand here and let it warm up, and then you will, with your whole body, push up. And you'll do this 3 times. There we go. And then from here, we're going to go down to the lips, and we're going to massage around where the bit will be. And this is basically at the top, right behind where the line is for the lips, and then a little bit on the below. And we're just going to be doing counterclockwise circles, just small ones, and you don't want to add a lot of pressure to it. And this is mainly where the bit will go, and there'll be a lot of tension and everything from riding, so it will be a real good place to get this muscle massaged. Easy. And that right there is called a release. It's a lick and chew. And you'll see that a lot when you're massaging a horse, such as a lick and a chew, a sneeze, passing gas, pooping, anything like that, yawning, sneezing. All those are types of releases. Okay. Now, we'll be going to the serratus thoracis muscle. And this is located, as I said, by the withers. So from here, we are going to be compressing the muscle. And just like the cheek, you're going to want to use the point right here where your finger is for the most warmth and to really get in there. And you want to be careful with how much pressure you use, because if you push too hard, it can hurt the horse or feel very uncomfortable for them. So you'll begin at the serratus thoracis, and you will just compress it. And make sure when you're doing this, you have one hand against the horse, just for a safety reason, and also that way you'll have a connection with the horse. And then you'll just compress it. And you'll do this 3 times. And then after the 3rd time, you want to use both of your hands, and you're going to, here, on the serratus thoracis, you're going to just go like little, just like you're pressing down. Every little spot, about an inch or so, you're going to just press down. And then you're going to go back up. And then right above the scapula, on the edge, you're going to deep compress. And when you deep compress, you're going to use the pads of your fingers. You don't want the tips, because that will be too hard, and the pads of the fingers feel more comfortable. And you're going to decompress that, where you just push and then go out. And then you push in again and then go out. And you push in again and you go out. And you just do it 3 times. That is the method that equine massage uses. If you're doing direct pressure, you always do it 3 times. And then after you direct compress, you're going to go back down with the palpating. And then you're going to compress again, serratus thoracis to close. And that is the 2 muscles I wanted to show you. Of course, there are over 30 to 35 muscles that begin from the head all the way to the tail. Equine massage is a very good technique for when you're showing. It will get the horse relaxed, and even just the basic types of massage, as I showed you today, will help your horse relax, and it will help them feel good. For the serratus thoracic muscle, you can even use a rubber curry, and you can just do that over top here. And you want to make sure you be careful you don't get over top the scapula, but you just do it very easy, and then you will massage that as well. In conclusion, equine massage is a very good technique to know. If you're showing, it's one good thing to have on hand. It really helps a horse out, and for older horses, based on from horses that I've massaged, I've massaged a 25-year-old horse, and he was not as active as he used to be, and when I massaged him, the next day he was more happy and more energized, and that just is what a horse needs sometimes.